Patrick Frazee is set to go on trial later this month for the murder of his fiancée, Kelsey Berreth. Nikki Batiste profiles this case to a national audience on 48 Hours tomorrow night. Nikki is joining us this afternoon. Nikki, it is great to talk with you. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me, Britt.
This entire story sounds truly unbelievable. Crystal Lee cuts a plea deal with prosecutors. What was the agreement, and has she been charged with any crime?
So Crystal agreed to testify against Patrick Frazee in the upcoming trial later this month. She only got a charge of evidence tampering rather than a more serious charge, which she has pleaded guilty to. She only faces a maximum of 3 years in prison. But here's the key. If her story falls apart ultimately, that deal is off the table. And now she has to worry about this. Her story implicates Patrick Frazee, and now his defense team has filed court documents saying they're going to point the finger right back at Crystal Lee. They say she's fabricated parts of her story and that she may even be directly involved in the murder. Britt?
You hear about her friend. Why didn't Crystal Lee's friend just call the cops?
It's an excellent question, and it's a question that I pressed her on several times, and you'll hear her response in our hour. But she does say whenever Crystal told her that Patrick Frazee, this guy that she allegedly doesn't even name, is asking her to kill his baby mama, as she says it, the mother of his baby, which we now know as Kelsey Berreth. Crystal's best friend, Michelle, says that she just couldn't believe it, that it seemed unbelievable, literally. But again, had Crystal Lee gone to police or Michelle gone to police, we probably wouldn't be sitting here right now, and Kelsey Berreth very may well be alive. So it is something that I really press her on in this hour.
I have to tell you, this case really rocked our communities here across Colorado. It shocked, it surprised us, but you followed it so closely. What surprised you about it?
I think what, in the end, surprised me the most, I mean, some of the details of this case, that one of the plots that Patrick Frazee suggested Crystal used to kill Kelsey Berreth involves a Starbucks caramel macchiato, which was apparently Kelsey's favorite drink, that Crystal says she had the idea to poison it with Ambien and Valium, take it to Kelsey, which she says she does. But in the end, she says she chickened out and didn't poison the coffee. But really what we dive into in this 48 Hours investigation, and I was so surprised, who is Crystal Lee? By all accounts, we visited Idaho. She's a beloved nurse. She's a good friend. She's a former rodeo queen. Everyone in that community is stunned that she's involved in this. So we have some exclusive details about who she was, but more importantly, what her relationship has been over the past decade with Patrick Frazee. They dated after high school, and we now know that they were secretly involved in the months before Kelsey's disappearance. Britt?
Wow. Nikki, thank you so much for breaking this all down. You have a lot of fans in Denver. We look forward to your report. Thank you.
Thank you. Love Denver. Thank you.
And you can see 48 Hours at 9 tomorrow night right here on CBS 4.